Is Keeper worth your money? Let's find out. I was pretty hesitant going into this movie. I hadn't heard much about it, no one I knew had seen it, and the trailer was deliberately vague. But it kept popping up in my feed, and the horror moments it did show looked genuinely unsettling. It's directed by Osgood Perkins, and his films have issues, but I still had fun with Longlegs and the Monkey, so eventually I made the time, spent the money, and rented Keeper on Amazon. That was a decision I came to regret. I didn't even make it halfway through this movie. I turned it off about 30 minutes in, not because it was scary, but because it was frustrating and incoherent. We followed Liz, played by Tatiana Maslany. Now, she's a talented actress, but here the character is played as relentlessly miserable, and that's where the film immediately starts to fall apart. We're told Liz is heading on a romantic one-year anniversary trip with a man she loves. Now, she says this, but nothing in her behavior supports that. She doesn't seem excited, affectionate, or even remotely happy. The friend she talks to about the trip barely seems to know who this guy is, which doesn't make any sense. It's like the script was originally a brand new relationship, but then they changed it to a one-year anniversary without changing any of the other lines. And worse, there's no clarity about how we're meant to feel. Is this a loving relationship? A strained one? A toxic one? Am I supposed to even like these people? The boyfriend keeps trying to be nice, but she constantly shuts him down and is so negative about everything. I couldn't work out whether this was a script and director choice or just an actor choice, but either way, it didn't make any sense. And instead of tension, it just becomes horrible to sit through. Then there's a weird scene involving chocolate cake. Now, for the purists out there, this is maybe a spoiler, but it's still in Act 1 and I don't think it ruins anything. Now, Liz claims she's hated chocolate her entire life. Her boyfriend says he never knew this after a year together. The script even acknowledges how unrealistic that is, with the characters briefly discussing that point, but then they just move on, as if pointing it out makes it okay. It doesn't. Why do writers keep doing this? And then he stands there still wanting her to try it. Like, what is he expecting? For her to suddenly like chocolate after an entire lifetime of hating it? It's also a moment that's completely out of character for him because he's so submissive to her in every previous scene. Now, I'm guessing it's laced with something and that comes up later, but the whole situation didn't make any sense. If that does happen later, the scene completely gives it away and is an absolute fumble in tension building. People don't behave like this. Characters don't behave like this, at least not believably. And once characters stop feeling human, the stakes completely collapse. I lasted maybe another 5 minutes after that scene and realized something really important. I despised these characters. And that's a cardinal sin in horror. If I don't care about the people in danger, or worse, actively dislike them, there's no fear, no tension, no reason to keep watching. I had zero interest in sitting through 99 minutes of already miserable people becoming even more miserable once the horror really starts. Maybe there's an audience that enjoys that kind of experience, but I am not one of them. So, is Keeper worth your money? No. Definitely skip this one. Unless you enjoy being miserable. If you like honest reviews that respect your money, hit that like button, subscribe. Oh, and YouTube thinks you might like this video on screen, so why not give it a watch?